If y'all want to believe I was getting $2,000 a month in child support, y'all can. Because if I was getting $2,000 a month in child support, I wouldn't be asking him to help me get a car. My mama would have already had that set in play for me. Okay? My mother is a very responsible woman. She would have already had that done for me. In the whole graduation ticket situation, yes, I did have him as my last invite, because he was never going to be the first person I was going to be like, hey, this is my graduation ticket, I'm extending it to you. No, because he was not active in my life. He was not there for my big milestones. So he didn't deserve number one ticket, number two ticket, or whatever the case may be.
Hey y'all, it's Destiny, and yes, Devall's daughter did do another video on her TikTok, and she just wants to explain some more things. If you saw my latest video on this situation, you would see that she did do a TikTok live, and a lot of people didn't even know Devall had another daughter. This is his firstborn daughter, and a lot of people thought that the only children he had were with Renee. So yes, this is his daughter. She is 20 years old, and what it sounds like to me is she just really wants a relationship with her dad. She also would like a relationship with her siblings, but for some reason she was blocked from their phones. So let's get into this video of her explaining exactly what she wants everybody to know.
Okay, so first I want to say thank you to everybody who had kind words to share and who understood my perspective and where I was coming from with the situation. I was on live earlier, so this is really for the people who missed my live earlier. Okay, so just a quick little summary of everything that I talked about in the live before I really get into depth of, the situations that I spoke on. The car situation, the graduation ticket situation, child support, whatever situation about money that she has thrown up into the air, me and my siblings' relationships, how I feel about whatever has been posted or whatever pertaining to my siblings. And I really share a few stories from my past that had happened between us and my family or whatever the case may be.
If you didn't see the live stream, I do have that on my channel. It is the last video I did on this situation.
So to jump right into it with the child support, my whole family has told me this. My whole family knows this. He went and put himself on child support because obviously he knew that he wasn't going to be the father that I needed him to be in my life. And since she wants to throw dollar amounts in the air, she was paying $2,000 a month in child support. No, she wasn't. But there's such a thing called back pay. When you're not paying your dues when you're supposed to, that accumulates. So you have no choice but to pay it. And if you don't pay it, the court will be seeing you, and it will not be, good things to hear. There will be consequences and repercussions. So if y'all want to believe I was getting $2,000 a month in child support, y'all can. Because if I was getting $2,000 a month in child support, I wouldn't be asking him to help me get a car. My mama would have already had that set in play for me. Okay? My mother is a very responsible woman. She would have already had that done for me.
Sounds like Renee was saying that she was paying $2,000 a month in child support, and Kimadria is saying no, that was not the truth. There's no reason she would be needing to ask for things from her father if she was getting the child support. So I guess he owes a lot in back child support.
In the whole graduation ticket situation, yes, I did have him as my last invite, because he was never going to be the first person I was going to be like, hey, this is my graduation ticket, I'm extending it to you. No, because he was not active in my life. He was not there for my big milestones. So he didn't deserve number one ticket, number two ticket, or whatever the case may be. My village, who was there for me and played a part in raising me, they got those most important tickets. And I only had 6 tickets. We literally had a limited amount of tickets and had a limited amount of people who could come to the graduation. And even then, they still could have came out after the graduation was done and supported me and congratulated me. They did not care. He didn't want to be there. And obviously, she didn't want him to be there either. So there's that.
So hopefully that clears up the ticket situation. She's saying that she only got 6 tickets, and the people that got most of the tickets were the ones that were there for her growing up. And the last ticket, she did want it to go to her father, but clearly he was not allowed to go or didn't want to go, or I guess he was scared to go. And Renee was also worried about his safety if he did go.
And back The car situation, I did not ask him, oh, flat out, buy me a car, knowing that I, really don't talk to this man. And I never said, oh, go get money from Renee to give it to me. That was never the case. I went to my mom first, and she even advised me not to go ask him because she knew I was just going to get disappointed. I went to my mom and was like, hey, if I can get my dad to go half with you on a cheap car, will you do it? She was like, yeah. So I went and asked him, and lo and behold, I got disappointed. He did show me however much money he was making from YouTube at the time or whatever the case may be. It was like, I can't help you, this is Renee's money and this is that and the third. And I was just like, you know what? Okay, that's fine. I never said go get the money from Renee and give it to me. I wanted him to figure out how to get the money and give it to me because I need help. Like, why would you not help me? Regardless of whether I really talk to you or not, I still need help. I'm still your child because at the end of the day, you are taking care of her kids and not me.
I saw a lot of people point this out. Devall is taking care of Renee's children, her older two that are not his. They're calling him dad. He's doing everything for them. But when his daughter comes to him with a need, he's saying he can't do it. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section.
And child support or no child support, you still need to be active in my life. And where people get everything misconstrued is the fact that they're so stuck on, oh, I don't talk to them, or I don't talk to them, but they're not seeing how he always had 1 foot in and 1 foot out the door with me my entire life. He came in when it seemed like it was convenient for him. Like, that's literally like a toxic ex being on and off, like playing with your heartstrings. Like, y'all should know how that feels. A lot of people should know how that feels. Don't be wishy-washy with me. And people in my comments were like, well, your siblings are old enough for you to reach out to them, so they shouldn't have to reach out to you. They absolutely do have to reach out to me because they have big platforms and we don't follow each other. So if we don't follow each other and they have big platforms, my messages will not get through to them. And I've told my father countless number of times, you can give them my number. They can call me. They can talk to me. And
she also mentioned in her live on TikTok that she did have the children's numbers. The youngest two girls, she would talk to them on the phone. They would FaceTime. They would text all the time. And then all of a sudden, when she would try to send a message through, it didn't go through. So she assumed that she was blocked from their phones. So that's why she's saying that she would have to have them reach out to her on social media, because obviously a lot of people are sending them messages and they wouldn't see hers. But if she wasn't blocked from their phones, then she would be able to contact them that way.
For the last couple of months in 2024, I was in contact with my two younger sisters, Juliana and JC. Like, they would just FaceTime me, sit the phone up by the pool just to show me them swimming, or like just show me them running around the house. And I would text them, every day, see how they doing, see if they're okay. And I want to say around like mid-November is when I would try to call them, text them. My calls and my texts weren't going through, which from the beginning I already had a feeling like if I did reach out to them, she wouldn't want me talking to them. So that's why I feel like happened. She ended up not wanting me to talk to them. And I can't do anything about that. Like, I know in my heart that I want them in my life and that I want to be in their life. But if their mother won't allow it, then that's just how it is.
Now, I don't know if Renee did block her from their phones. I don't know what happened in that situation. But I would love to know what Devall thinks about this situation. Does he have a problem with his oldest speaking to his other daughters? Was it a conversation that they had where she needed to be blocked or something? Why is she able to talk to them for a certain amount of time and then now she's not?
And I'm going to give y'all a quick little story and I'm going to wrap this all up. But when I was like in the first grade, I'm going to put it in perspective for you. Imagine, you're a single mom, you waiting for your first grader to get off the school bus, right? Cool. Then your baby daddy and his wife pull up and snatch your child out of your hands operating a vehicle. 1, that's unsafe. That is so unsafe. 2, no matter how bad I wanted to go with them, that is still unsafe and unethical. That is considered kidnapping. That is considered kidnapping. And my mother literally had to call the police on them to get me back. Okay? Put that in perspective. I want y'all to really sit there and think about that.
So as I thought about this, What came to mind was, why wasn't there a conversation who was going to get her from school? Why did Devall and Renee decide to go and get her and take her from the mother? Or was there a conversation saying that they were going to get her and maybe her mother did not want them to? But just going up there and taking her out of the mother's arms is crazy.
And it was also another time, which, you know, I'm older now, so it's okay. It wasn't okay back then, but it's okay. And you know, black people don't really believe in babysitters. They believe in stay inside. Don't open that door for nobody. I got the key. I'm going to open the door, right? But technically, I wasn't inside alone. My grandmother was home, but at the time, she was sick. So I was basically home alone watching myself. And they came to the house and they took me. They didn't tell nobody they were taking me. They just came to the house and they took me while my people weren't there. That is also considered kidnapping, no matter how bad I wanted to come with them. They did things very unethically. And now that I'm older, I can really see like how heartbreaking that is for my mom, that she had to go through these situations. Like, oh my gosh, they keep taking my child. Like, I have to keep going and get my child back from them. Like, nobody's thinking about that. And everybody's just thinking about how my mom is so bitter. She's a bitter baby mama. No.
So why would they need to go over there and take her multiple times? And I guess she is saying that she did want to go be with her dad. She wanted to be with her stepmother. That's where she wanted to be. And maybe her mother did not want her going over there. It just seems like there was no conversations on what should happen. In my opinion, what would have cleared all of this up is if Devall went to court and got some type of visitation. So that way he can have her on his time and her mother can have her on her time.
And to wrap everything up, my mama do not want that man. I promise y'all she don't. My mama don't even like people in general. She don't even be liking the fact that she had a baby by this man. So I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's really the last time I'm going to really speak on this, because I'm not going to make a million part videos. That's not me. That's not what I do. I come on social media to look cute and crack a joke and go by my day. But thank y'all to everybody, you know, who supports me and understands where I'm coming from. And, you know, to the people who can relate, my heart goes out to y'all, because this shit hurts. Like, all I want to do is just have a dad in my life. I want to be a daddy's girl, but, you know, it's too late for that. It's too far gone. And to the young girls who are out there going through this situation, you don't need a validation from no nigga, no man, no nobody. Keep your head up and do shit for yourself. Always think about you and put yourself first.
So that's pretty much what she said in her video. And if everything that she's saying is true, it makes sense why her mother would not be cool with Devall and Renee. If they continue to take her without letting the mother know, that's a problem. But it also sounds like Kemadria wanted to be with her dad more, spend time with him, and maybe her mother wasn't allowing it as often as she wanted to be there. But y'all gotta let me know what you think about this situation. It was very surprising that a lot of people didn't even know Devall had another daughter. Yes, this is his daughter. This is his firstborn. Do you think he should be helping her with money? From what she said, it looks like Renee is saying that's her money. She's making the money, and she doesn't feel like she should have to take care of another man's child, even if that other man is her husband. It definitely looks like there's tension between the two mothers. But I do hope one day everything becomes peaceful, everybody can get along, and everybody can be happy. Just let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in the next one.